Okay, this one is gonna be a good one. Now, it's about Vinny Jr. I don't care what side of the fence you're on, if you're on the Real Madrid side or the Barcelona side. This isn't about defending a player or shitting on a player. Hear me out. Vinny is an unbelievable talent. I feel he's one of the, on his day, top 5 players in the world. There's probably no better dribbler right now at the moment. But he's going through a process where the last, I would say, year and a half has not been the easiest for Vinny. He loses the Ballon d'Or. It goes to Rodrigo. He's in this continuous battle with the public in Spain, where they antagonize Vinny. Oftentimes, um, we've seen uh, racist chants. Oftentimes, we've seen really just violent and awful things. And there are also those who would say Vinny provokes, now I'm not saying racism, but provokes fans, the opposition, and fans in opposition in ways that maybe a normal footballer should not be provoking. It's this constant, tug of war between Vinny and the public in Spain. And now it's the coach. It's Xabi Alonso who is doing a rotation with everybody on Real Madrid except Kylian Mbappe. And now Mbappe, that's a video for another day of why he's not one of the guys who's constantly rotated, but Vinny is, and we've seen Vinny come off the bench, and we've seen Vinny when he starts come out and be frustrated, and we've seen the press try to wedge themselves in between Xabi Alonso and Vinny Jr. And Xabi Alonso's handled it masterfully. And sometimes he's like, let's talk to Vinny. We're gonna handle it. And other times he's like, no, nothing's there. Vinny's fine, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, there was a moment in this game. Well, let me just start off with how good Vinny was in this game. First half, he was unplayable, unplayable. This man was, madre mia, something else. Like just that's the Vinny Jr. you want to see. If you're a Real Madrid fan, if you're a Brazilian fan, if you're just a football fan, that's the Vinny you want to see. He was dancing, he was creating, I mean, he was just constantly a threat, whether it's 1v1 or behind or just, playing balls into Mbappe or others. He was the man in the first half. In the second half, he wasn't as great, but it wasn't his fault. I thought it was the posturing of Real Madrid. Now, he obviously gets subbed out, and I'm going to talk about this really quickly about it. El enfado, him being subbed out, and how that bothered him, that stroked something in him. And there are now videos, and they've been dubbed, lip read, et cetera, et cetera. His comments were me. It's always me. I'm leaving this team. It's better I leave. And he goes up to Xabi Alonso, and you can see how visibly furious Vinny is. Come on. Um, well, actually, it was Xabi Alonso that told him, "Come on, that's enough now." And well, as you can see, Vinny didn't like it. He ran off into the tunnel, into the locker room. We then, I think, a few minutes later, see Vinny with his team sitting on the bench. Somebody either went and got him, or Vinny realized, I got to be out there with my team. But he was visibly upset. It doesn't matter what side of the camp you fall under. If you think it was the right move or the wrong move to take him out, that point is mute. We could sit here and criticize Xavi Alonso for when he took him out and if it was a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea to take him out. I think Vinny was one of the few dangerous players that could provide something in transition that always kept Barcelona, that high line, honest. And at any given moment, he or Mbappe together or individually could have taken this game to a 3-4, whatever type of scoreline you wanted it to. I wouldn't have taken him out. I don't think it was the right move to take him out. You get into a defensive posture, et cetera, whatever. That's not the case here. The reaction is the case. Because in that moment, we are not talking about the brilliant footballer that Vinny is or the brilliant first half that Vinny had. We're now talking about Vinny's meltdown. We're now talking about the blowout that he's having in front of the world. In that moment, he undermined Xabi Alonso in front of the world. In that moment, he disrespected his teammates in front of the world. What you're saying to Rodrigo is, F you, I'm better than you. You shouldn't be on. You're disrespecting your teammates. That's what this is about. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you fall on. If you think it was a good move or not, you can't do that in a team setting. You cannot do that in a team setting. Vinny, I'm sure there are going to be internal discussions about this, but it was a massive disrespect. Forget the Xabi Alonso, to your team. In a team setting, you can't do that. I don't agree with him coming out. Tactically, I didn't think he was smart, but that's the coach. That's the coach. In that moment, you made it about you. In this moment, we stopped talking about the brilliant footballer you are and the public meltdown. And now, well, he wants to leave Real Madrid. And now it's not as harmonious as we thought it was between them two. And now there's a problem, and it's evident for the world to see. In that moment, Vinny wasn't the victim. Vinny wasn't the victim in that moment. And I can't believe we have so many betas in this world that they feel it's okay for somebody to be an asshole and get away with it because they're good at something. That's not what this is about. He made an error. He's in the wrong here. Tactically, we could talk about Xabi Alonso, fine. But in this moment, all tactics went out the window. Vinny made it about himself. He disrespected the coach and his teammates. And he is an unbelievable footballer, and I've defended him a million times, and I will continue to do so in certain things. But in this one, Vinny was wrong. And now, man, can of worms just opened up for Madrid and Vinnie Jr.